One.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the June 24th, 2026 meeting of the Brighton Town Board. I'm Bill Maley, Brighton Town Supervisor, and I am calling this meeting to order. Please rise if you're physically able to do so, or rise with me in spirit, and we'll start with the pledge to the flag. Councilmember Salzman, if you would lead us. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. We'll begin the open forum in just a couple minutes. The open forum is the portion of the meeting. We hold it at every town board meeting. Members of the public can share their comments with us. If you are streaming on YouTube, you'll have to log into the Teams broadcast live stream tonight. There are instructions for doing that on the town's webpage, www.brightonny.gov. We make all of our town board meetings accessible to the deaf and hard of hearing community with ASL interpreters, and tonight Samantha Geffen and Luann Haggerty are our ASL interpreters. Thank you both very much. Tonight's agenda is on the webpage. That agenda and all of our supporting materials are also on the table outside the room, all of the materials that we'll be using in making our decisions tonight. We have no proclamations or other presentations this evening, so we will go right to the open forum. Is there anyone that would like to address the town board during the open forum? I see no one in person doing so and no one online. Chris, can I have a motion to approve the agenda?
Bill, I move to approve the agenda.
Second.
Discussion? Hearing none. Dan, please call the roll.
Councilmember Werner?
Aye.
Councilmember Corrado?
Aye.
Councilmember Salzman?
Aye.
Councilmember Sanguinetti?
Aye.
Supervisor Maley?
Aye. We have 4 items of communication tonight. The first is from Chang Kwach, the Community Development Manager in Monroe County's Department of Planning and Development. We have for many years been part of the county's what they call the Consolidated Plan Consortium, which is a grouping of smaller communities with populations of less than 50,000 participating in the Community Development Block Grant Program. We have been a part of this group. It has made good sense for us to be a part of that group. That's how we have gotten the various sidewalk and other grants. I will say one year, many years ago, we chose not to participate in the program, and honestly, we went right back into it. It just makes sense to be a part of it. We have correspondence from Ruth Ann Wisnauskas reaffirming Brighton's pro-housing community status for 2026. A letter from Richard Watts in the County Office of Emergency Management that Chief Cathaldi shared with me, thanking the police department for their emergency management response plans. And a communication from Jennifer Zaffitz encouraging the town to prioritize youth safety and well-being. Can I have a motion to receive and file these communications? Clara?
Yes, I move to receive and file these 4 communications.
Second.
Discussion? Hearing none. Dan, please call the roll.
Councilmember Werner?
Aye.
Councilmember Corrado?
Aye.
Councilmember Salzman?
Aye.
Councilmember Sanguinetti?
Aye.
Supervisor Maley?
Aye. Our committee reports, Community Services.
Yes, Community Services met last week on June 17th. Highlights from the meeting: in the new and improved wing of the Brookside School, now TUNY. Highlights include a quick update on parks, the Park staff are doing their best to keep up with weather, grass, and demand for the fields, but that should drop off now that school is officially out of session as of the end of the day today, I understand.
Yep.
Yes?
Yes.
Summer's in full swing. Yay. Recreation Department is settling in, a few housekeeping issues, but otherwise very satisfied with the space. Event planning updates. Council member on your corner will return on July 19th at the Farmers Market. Community celebration on July 4th is coming together. The 5K registration is open and is going gangbusters. Apparently, as of last week, there were more people registered than there were for the entirety of the race last year.
Oh, great.
So get your running shoes on, get ready to go. Lots of competition out there. All of the festivities at Meridian Center are coming together as well. Community bike rides, the next one is July 10th, and we'll hear more about that this evening, thanks to generous support from a member of this board.
Couple of members of this board.
Couple of members of this board, but this one in particular is co-sponsored by a board member and a county legislator. And July 19th, more bike fun, the bike rodeo, thank you, Brighton Police, is coming back to the summer market in the back parking lot behind the Golisano Center. And the summer bands at Buckland kicks off July 7th. So those are some event highlights. And I did not have the chance to get out and double check, but word was that the Highland Crossing Trail directional signage was ready and installed by the end of last week, and I'm pretty sure that they made it. So if anybody's out walking tonight on the Highland Crossing Trail, heading north, check to see if there's new wayfinding signage. Should be up by now. And we began discussion about the potential for a Harvest Moon Festival, APAPA, the Asian Pacific American, I can never remember all of the. Anyway, APAPA, a marvelous group in the region, is beginning plans for a Harvest Moon Festival, and Brighton may get to be the home for that festival this September. Next meeting is Wednesday, July 15th at 10 a.m. in the bright and shiny new and improved spaces at Brookside.
A couple of other just events and times coming up before we meet again. The Eco Fair will also be going on at the same time as the market is going on. That will be at Pavilion number 2 of the Town Park, which is along the trail as it goes by the pond behind the Golisano Institute. A number of environmental organizations will be there. That's a Color Brighton Green event. And Tuesday, the 7th, will be our first outdoor summer concert with the Brighton Symphony Orchestra out at Buckland Park in the shelter there. So keep your fingers crossed for good weather. The Brighton Symphony always gets good weather. So thank you, Christine. Finance, Clara.
The Finance and Administrative Services Committee met this past Wednesday, June 17th. Some of the items discussed include the fee agreement with Interpretech for American Sign Language Services. We also discussed the grant application, which was already submitted for the Morrow County Community Climate Action Plan to help the town expand its tree canopy and tree ambassador programs. This was led by Councilmember Corrado and Karen Berger, the Conservation Board, as well as Bridget Monroe, and we'll be discussing more about this later, so I don't take too much of the spark about this topic, which is very exciting. We also continued the conversation about the Public Works fee update, which I think we also have it on tonight's agenda. The next meeting will be held this coming Wednesday, July 1st at 8:30 a.m.
Thank you. Public safety.
Bill, Public Safety has not met since our last board meeting, but our next meeting will be on July 14th at 0800 hours.
Thank you. And Public Works.
Thanks, Bill. Public Works has also not met since our last board meeting when we reported on the June meeting. And the next meeting will be July 14th at 9:00 a.m.
Great. Thank you very much. New business, reading and approval of claims. Clara.
Yes, earlier today, I reviewed the claims, which total $815,230.70. A couple notable claims total about $115,000 for asphalt, and that's for paving and patching roads. The claims all appear to be in order, so I move for them to be approved.
Can I have a second?
Second.
Discussion? Hearing none. Dan, please call the roll.
Councilmember Werner.
Aye.
Councilmember Corrado.
Aye.
Councilmember Salzman.
Aye.
Councilmember Sanguinetti.
Aye.
Supervisor Mailer.
Aye. Sign here. Okay. Christine, the next item.
Delighted to make this motion. The next matter seeks to accept a donation totaling $300 from Councilmember Nate Salzman for the second 2026 Brighton Community Bike Ride and amend the budget of the Recreation Department to reflect said donation. And let me be sure that it is correct in the... It is. So I move that we adopt the resolution as before us.
Can I have a second?
Second?
Thank you, Nate. Appreciate it.
I've been doing the calf raises. I don't want to embarrass myself in shorts.
TMI. Dan, please call, unless there's discussion, please call the roll.
Do you have a helmet?
I mean,
Working on the helmet.
We have extras.
Oh, good.
Maybe, yeah. I will pass to you.
okay. Councilmember Werner.
Aye.
Councilmember Corrado.
Aye.
Councilmember Cabs. Salzman.
I don't know if I could answer that.
Councilmember Sanguinetti.
Aye.
Supervisor Mailer.
Aye. Chris, the next matter.
Bill, the next item is to authorize the supervisor to enter into an agreement with Interpretech for the provision of American Sign Language services. I move that we adopt the resolution before us.
Second.
We appreciate Interpretech, and certainly my recommendation that we continue to use Interpretech to provide ASL services. Thank you. Any further discussion? Hearing none. Dan, please call the roll.
Councilmember Werner.
Aye.
Councilmember Corrado.
Aye.
Councilmember Salzman.
Aye.
Councilmember Sanguinetti.
Aye.
Supervisor Mailer.
Aye. Nate.
The next matter seeks to authorize the supervisor to execute a change order with Millstone Construction Partners, Inc. for Town Hall renovation project in an amount not to exceed $2,623. I move that we approve this motion as prepared by the attorney to the town.
Second.
Now, this matter we discussed and had some homework to do, particularly relating to one of these two change orders, PCO 71, which dealt with the question of window stops and painting them to match the interior trim. And I know Glenn sent around images of what they might look like. And I'm interested in everybody's thoughts. I heard a rumor that I heard your thoughts, but
I did reply to
Yeah.
Glenn and appreciated the visual to support the explanation, and makes perfect sense now that I've seen what I've seen. So, the consistency is appropriate and the aesthetic is appropriate.
So,
That's the $1,892 portion of this extra.
so you support
Yes, I'm in support of
painting
the-
or leaving the wood the natural color?
I am in support of the, let me pull the bit up here. I had questioned the need for the removal and reinstallation. And given what he showed us, I am in support of that. The
Okay.
removal, reinstallation, and painting.
Okay. All right. Any further discussions on
I'm just as
that
happy
matter?
with the trim remaining wood trim, the fact that it contrasts with the trim surrounding it. That's not uncommon with replacement windows. I wasn't quite clear on the entirety of the suggestion, to the extent that a lot of paint was chipped in a couple of the pictures.
Yes.
So is that going to be is that part of this extra, or is that going to be painted anyways?
I had the same question.
Oh, can we defer on this? I mean, it's not an extensive bit of painting at all. So Glenn can give us some feedback on that? But the fact that there'd be wood trim in the one area, the natural wood, I'm kind of always in favor of natural wood, but that's just my preference.
I thought one of them, I think the one in the assessor's office, again, the image, and it's hard to tell from those images, I thought there was a little difference between the trim and the window itself. But again, that could just be the lighting or who knows what. Obviously, we're getting down to the
This type of
last work here. And I am a little bit concerned about what happens, if we take another 2 weeks on this.
Yeah, my understanding is that the poor condition that we see these windows in will be remedied if we approve this change order. And they
I
go ahead.
believe that's
Yes.
the case, yes.
That is what I understood, and so,
Including those chips that you see in the wood.
right, and repairs with non-matching
Image.
wood. So
Yeah.
this is the intent, it looks like, is to ensure that everything looks complete, standard, unblemished.
Yeah.
Give it the,
I defer to my colleague, and I'm willing to support it.
Why don't we, if there's nothing further, let's call the roll. Dan?
Councilmember Werner?
Aye.
Councilmember Corrado?
aye.
Councilmember Salzman?
Aye.
Councilmember Sanguinetti?
Aye.
Supervisor Maley?
Aye. Clara, the next item.
The next matter seeks to approve updated fee schedules for planning board applications, zoning board applications, building permits, and operational fire permits and inspections. I move that we approve the resolution before us.
Second.
As we all know, this is something we've looked at a lot of times, both in Public Works and in the Finance Committee. If we take action tonight, it would be proposed to go into effect on July 1st. And we've, I think, given it some very thorough study. It does reflect the increase in costs over time.
And I know Commissioner Layton has worked extremely hard on this over perhaps a year. But the whole idea is that our fees have not been updated in some
Too
20
many
years.
years. Well, some less than that, but a lot not. Yeah.
And he analyzed both the amount of time town staff has to devote to it, but also compared other towns as well, so that our fees would fall in line with it. And all in all, I think it's a good blend of those different comparisons. and I'm willing to support it.
Any further discussion? Hearing none, Dan, please call the roll.
Councilmember Werner?
Aye.
Councilmember Corrado?
Aye.
Councilmember Salzman?
Aye.
Councilmember Sanguinetti?
Aye.
Supervisor Mailer?
Aye. Christine?
The next matter seeks to approve seeks to, yes, there we go. Next matter seeks to approve the authorization to apply to Monroe County for a Community Climate Action Fund pilot program grant to support the town tree nursery and tree ambassador programs in an amount up to 50% of the $13,000 budget for those programs. We're seeking to receive and file it.
And authorize
And
the
authorize
application.
the application. I move that we adopt the resolution before us.
Second. Yeah.
And I will say two things. One, as you know, we are not required to take town board action to submit a grant application, but we always, it's important to do that, particularly because, like this is an example, it does require a financial commitment up to $6,500 on our part. But given the timing of when the application was required to be submitted, it has been submitted. However, hot off the presses, and you may know this, Nate, you probably saw this.
Positive announcement.
They have now extended the submission deadline for this grant. I was a little disappointed to see that because I figure the fewer applications, the better our chances.
Sure.
But,
I'm betting we were.
well, we'll see. But in any event, the time has been extended, but, and we have in fact submitted this application, but just to confirm that this is a project that the board supports, and you know, as was described, this will really support both the tree nursery and the tree ambassador program, two great initiatives that will continue to help us support our tree canopy and our commitment to the trees in Brighton.
And I'd like to note that the Tree Ambassador Program in particular is currently self-funded by a very dedicated volunteer in the community. So we appreciate his investment in this, but it is a program that benefits everyone, and so everyone, it's ideal if everyone is supporting it through our public dollars.
Anything further? Hearing none, Dan, please call the roll.
Councilmember Werner?
Aye.
Councilmember Corrado?
Aye.
Councilmember Salzman?
Aye.
Councilmember Sanguinetti?
Aye.
Supervisor Mailer?
Aye. Matters of the supervisor. Today is the 15th anniversary of the New York State Legislature, actually of Governor Cuomo, then Governor Cuomo, signing the Marriage Equality Act, which the state legislature had passed the day before. That was a very exciting day. I remember it well. And this morning, I had the great pleasure of attending a press conference that Assemblymember Harry Bronson held. Assemblymember Bronson was one of the architects of the Marriage Equality Act. He was the only LGBTQ plus legislator from upstate New York at the time. In his remarks in the press conference, he made a point of recognizing Brighton and our commitment to diversity and the LGBTQ plus community, which I greatly appreciated. Really was a wonderful event. It was held at the Rainbow Seniors Rock Senior Community Center up at the Village Gate, and just such a great feeling in the room of people, many who had been there, many who would describe being at Equal Grounds Coffee Shop that night, waiting for the vote to pass. The community had a big gathering there, so really it's an important anniversary to remember, particularly at a time when there are forces trying to roll back equal rights, not just for the LGBTQ community, and that's really an important point. We saw disabled communities being targeted today for rollbacks in rights. Really emphasized it and brought it home to me how important it is that we all stand together to fight. When one community gets hosed, we're all getting hosed. And right now, that's happening way, way, way too much. So they were grateful, both to community members and to allies. It was a really very, very nice event this morning. Of course, the town of Brighton has 2 more Pride events coming up. First, right here in this room on Friday, July 10th at noon. And also, we will be marching in the Pride Parade. Again, to the best of my knowledge, the only town, as we've been for a number of years now, the only town that marches as a town in the Pride Parade. I'm hoping and thinking that's going to change, but we're going to be out there. So if you're interested, and friends, volunteers, elected officials, we really welcome anybody who would like to march with us. That will be on July 18th, Saturday, July 18th, on Science Parkway is where the parade kicks off. Please reach out to Miriam Moore to let her know that you will be marching. And I understand we have some great-looking new Pride shirts for this year's march. That's all I have. Matters of the attorney to the town. John.
Thank you, Supervisor. Nothing to report this evening. I would request an executive session. I would note that the agenda does reference employment of particular people. My understanding is the executive session is to discuss 2 pending tax certiorari matters.
And the employment.
And 1 employment of a particular person?
Exactly.
Okay, very good. Thank you, Supervisor.
Particular people. Thank you. Matters of the clerk?
Just you talk about the 15th anniversary, and I remember, working in the office of my predecessor, Susan Komarski, who was way out in front of this a decade earlier when several towns were starting to, somewhere downstate had started doing it, even though it wasn't approved yet, and I know she was very involved in that. But when it actually passed, in those following days, the couples that came into the office, I cried a number of times in those following days of just the just joy and just the happiness and just the relief from the struggle, and it was very they're memories that I will treasure.
Yeah.
And I'm so happy for friends in that community that were finally able to, do what they should have been able to do all along. Again, hopefully some of our other towns, like you said, hopefully some of these other towns now maybe will be joining us in the parade, and hopefully some of these other towns will maybe have some different attitudes in municipal offices as well, because there was a couple who I won't embarrass the town, but they lived in another community and went to their town soon after that had passed and to get a license, and then the clerk's office person rolled their eyes and I guess we have to. To which they then left and came to us, where we happily helped them. But it's again, it's a happy anniversary. No pun intended.
Thank you, Dan. Matters of the board? Then, if there's none, thank you again to our ASL interpreters. Our next meeting will be 2 weeks from tonight, Wednesday, July 8th at 7 p.m. here in this room.
Bill, I move that we go into executive session to discuss employment of particular people and to discuss potential settlement of 2 pending tax certiorari matters.
Can I have a second?
Second.
Thank you. Discussion? Hearing none. Dan, please call the roll.
Councilmember Werner,
Aye.
Councilmember Corrado,
Aye.
Councilmember Salzman,
Aye.
Councilmember Sanguinetti,
Aye.
Supervisor Mann.
Aye. Thank you, everybody, and I do not expect that we will be coming out and back into public session, so we'll see everybody in 2 weeks. Have a great evening.